Strategic pause. Last week we talked about what we should be mentioning when we have our elevator pitch, right? Our 30-second presentation also applies to the 10-minute presentation or any other kind of public speaking that we do. And last week, the 4 things that we were really specific about, what should we be mentioning in an elevator pitch? Who are we? What do we do? Who do we serve? And how do you contact us? So those 4 things we want to be able to communicate. How do we get people to remember? So if you've ever studied public speaking or personal communication, you may have heard a statistic that only 7% of what we communicate is conveyed through our speech or through words. How you measure a percent of what's communicated, I have no idea, but they say it's only 7% comes through words. So how do we improve the effectiveness of our communication? So strategic pause, what do you think that might mean? What is a strategic pause in public speaking?
It's an art that I do.
So our brains can only process so much information, right? And as we're listening to somebody speak, we're trying to absorb all of it. So imagine I'm here speaking and I've got a bunch of ping pong balls and I'm just throwing them at you as quickly as I can. How many can you catch, right? Probably not all of them. But if I give you just 1 or 2 and then pause, let you process that and then give you another and then another and do it and strategically pause, then you're more likely to catch more of it. So when we're giving our elevator pitch, right, that's a very short period of time to convey some very clear information, and it's not enough that we get that information out. We want the listener to catch every single ping pong ball so they know exactly who we are, what we do, who's a great referral, and how best to get a hold of us. And the way we can do that is through a strategic pause. And a strategic pause, if you notice, I'm kind of exaggerating it. I'm just pausing my speech for just a second, maybe a fraction of a second, with the intent of letting people process what I've just said. So if there's somebody in the room who doesn't know me, and I say, good morning, I'm Stephen Kane, pause. With that one painter, pause, let them process and store that information. They're more likely to go away retaining the information. I'm hoping that helps. So a tip for the elevator pitch or the 30-second presentation, also for our 10-minute presentations, is pause when there's a key piece of information that you want people to truly retain without writing it down and walking away with. Strategic pause. Thank you.